This episode, I'm going to show you how to install some cheap accent mods that are going to make your 11th gen Civic really pop. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I am Joby. This is the Natural Gearhead Garage channel. And if you are new to the channel, you probably don't know it, but this 1968 Chevy C10 that is LS swapped with no air conditioning has been my daily driver down here in Central Florida for, I don't know, around 8 years or so. I'm going to continue to drive the wheels off this thing. I love this truck. I'm not going to stop driving it or anything, but I thought it was probably time to get into something with nice cold air conditioning, good gas mileage, cruise control, you know, a little more, I don't know, reasonable to drive every day. Picked up this 2026 Honda Civic Si. Now the car itself already looks pretty good from the factory. I like the red with the blacked out wheels, the black caps on the mirrors, the black kind of ground effects. So we're kind of staying with that theme. It is a 1.5 turbo, 6-speed manual, which definitely adds to the fun factor when you're driving a low horsepower car. I blacked out the emblems already. It's got a black spoiler. We tinted the windows to kind of give it that dark look. We're going to continue in this video adding to some black accents on this car because if I'm going to drive a 4-cylinder, I at least want it to look good. Get the appearance looking just a little bit better on this thing. I jumped on the Jungle website, Amazon, picked up a couple things. The first thing we got in here is 4 blacked out handle covers. Now, I did have a short stint where I had a 2022 Corolla hatchback. It was a white pearl, and I installed a very similar product. They went on with like a double-sided tape. These ones supposedly clip on. I don't know. We're gonna see how they go on, see how they fit, see how they look. But that's the first box that we got right here. Second box got a little shark fin. So this is an antenna cover. On top of the car is an antenna that looks exactly like this. It is paint match red to match the car. We want a little black accent and add some flavor to the roof up there. So we're going with a cover like this. You could paint the antenna, but this is much less invasive. Just adding this on with double-sided tape. And if you don't like it, you can just pull it back off. So it doesn't have any tape on it. You got to install that, but it does come with tape. I don't recommend using the tape that it comes with just because it has no branding on it whatsoever. I'm a 3M guy. I like the 3M tape. I suggest that's what you do. Use the 3M. It has been proven over the years, and it's not very expensive, and it's worth your time because this thing's going to be exposed to highway speeds, highway winds, pressure washing, car washes. Stuff's going to be trying to rip this thing off basically its entire life that the car is moving or being washed and whatnot. So you want a good quality tape on there holding this thing on. So let's check the fit. We'll dry fit it without any tape to make sure that fits good. And we'll get these door handle covers installed. And this thing should be looking good in no time. Before you install any of these items, make sure the car is completely clean. At least clean where you're going to be installing whatever it is you're putting on at the time. Because you definitely don't want dirt between this and that. Because it will scratch the paint. And if you ever want to take this off, that would be bad. So we're going to check the fit real quick. Looks like it fits pretty good. Oh yeah, it fits real nice. Just the slightest maybe gap around the bottom, which is fine. That way it's not rubbing on the paint of the roof. Plus when we add our 3M tape, it's probably gonna lift it just a skosh. But if there's a little bit of red showing on the bottom, it won't matter. It'll blend in with the roof and it'll look just fine. Actually, and that's gonna look pretty good. You can kind of get an idea already of what that's gonna look like. So we'll get some tape added and get this thing thrown on. Okay, so these come with 0 instructions. This is how I applied the tape. I cleaned the whole inside with 90% rubbing alcohol and got that nice and clean. And this is the pattern that I used. I feel like that'll be more than sufficient to hold it on. I've already did the hardest part and started all the little tabs, just getting it peeled up a little bit. I used a razor blade just to kind of catch it, get it peeled a little. Next thing we'll do is wipe that antenna one more time with a microfiber. We'll preheat the tape once we peel the red backing off. We'll get a little heat gun and just kind of preheat the tape to kind of help activate the stickiness. And then we'll get this on there, apply pressure, and make sure that thing sticks on there good. See what it looks like. Now, if you don't have a heat gun, you can use a hair dryer. If you do have a heat gun, don't get crazy with it. You just want to heat it up a little bit. You don't want to melt the plastic. We're just kind of activating the tape a little bit. And I've done this in the past with all my 3M tapes. I've done it with and without, and let me tell you, this definitely makes a difference. See, that's already nice and warm. Now we'll get it applied. I'm just gonna kind of come in from the back and just gently lay it on there. Oh yeah, she's sticky. That's it. And press it. You want to just kind of press and hold and just keep pressure on it. I don't know, for 30 seconds will probably do it. And then we'll step back, clean this thing off, see what she looks like. All right, we got her all wiped down. That looks really good. Maybe just the slightest amount of red showing there in the front, but I can live with that. Definitely makes it pop. All right, let's tackle the door handle covers. Everything came kind of wrapped in this sticky plastic, which is kind of nice. Even the antenna had the same thing, but these were all stuck together, so it keeps them from scratching each other. And they look really nice. These actually came with some instructions. Look at that. No tapes needed. So there's that, no tapes. Installation instructions, clean door handle, done. Press each protective shell to corresponding handle without tape. And then step 3 is literally done. So that's what we're going for. So make sure your door handles are clean. I'll wipe it with a microfiber one more time. And we'll start putting these suckers on. They are not labeled left, right, driver, passenger, anything like that. So there is, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it or not in the camera. See those 3 ridges? When you look at your door handle, you're going to see the same 3 ridges. So basically just line that up to where it goes. So if this one's in the back on that side, which I'm guessing this is going to be a passenger side door handle, we'll just line them up and start popping them on just like that. That's what it says, that easy. So let's see if it works. So we're going to give this unit one more wipe down. Just make sure she's nice and clean. So we got the little ridges for the sensor in the back, Also, this front piece appears to be shorter than the aft part. The aft part is a little longer. So let's see if it snaps into place like they say. Boom, snapped right in. Wow. Okay, feels really secure. Door handle works. The key is now in my pocket, not inside the car, so I can actually try to lock it. Let's unlock it first. Try to lock it with the sensor. Lock's fine. Unlock, unlock, lock. So it doesn't affect the sensor at all. Wipe this thing down. I'm not sure, we might get a lot of handprints on this, but for now, when it's clean, she looks pretty good. Let's hop on this back door real quick. So I'm on the back door, and I'm curious if you could actually mix these up. So this one looks exactly the same as what's there because it's longer in the back. This doesn't have the ridges, so I know this is an aft door handle, and no, it will not fit. So it looks like you can't mix them up, so that's a good thing. So this is the one we're going with. It should pop right on. We'll wipe it down one more time. Just make sure we don't have any dirt on there. Make sure this is all cleaned out. And see if it installs just like the front one did, just as easy. I'm gonna kind of wrap it around the top and then work my way to the bottom, boom. Oh yeah, it looks like a good fit. Oh, we gotta unlock the door. Here we go again. Door handle works. Doesn't seem to be chafing the paint. So we'll wipe her down, get our fingerprints off there. Man, definitely adds a good look. I'm gonna go throw the other side on real quick and maybe we'll back this thing outside and take a look at it and see what she looks like. See what kind of appearance upgrade we've actually done. Boom. Well, they all fit good. Better outside so we can get a better look. Yeah, that looks good. With the black wheels, I like the caps on the mirrors. That was factory. Just pulls all that together with the tinted windows. Got the black spoiler. The antenna cover, obviously the sunroof, all that kind of is tying together. Yep, I think I could live with that. I could definitely live with that look. It's going in the right direction. It's not done, but it's going in the right direction. Hey guys, I know you're wondering how much those things cost. That must have been a fortune. Nope, got them on Amazon. The handle covers were $23 and change. The antenna cover was like $16, so you're in it for about 40 bucks, and I think it's well worth it. I'll try to put the links down below to Amazon, so if you want these, you can drop down there, hit the link, it'll take you right to them. If you were just curious about the install and how it goes, hopefully this answered any of your questions. If not, put some of those questions down there in the comments below, and I'll either answer them for you or I'll get the answer and get back with you on it. If you like this kind of content, like, share the video if you would, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That'll let you know whenever I post a new video, because we're going to be doing more appearance and performance mods to this thing here in the future, because stock is stock. Let's be serious, right? So I usually try to do stuff on a budget, save a few bucks, and go over the installs and hopefully detailed enough to where you can do it yourself at home and save some money. So stay tuned for videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.